The Finance Corps traces its origins to 1775, when the Continental Congress created a paymaster general to pay soldiers and to report on all military financial matters. Today's Corps supports the Army by managing its budget, dispersing funds for goods and services in support of operational missions, and providing pay analysis for both the active and reserve components. Financial management officers are experts. They lead organizations that provide world-class financial management to Army units, both in peacetime and during global contingency operations. Junior financial management officers can expect to serve as commanders and staff members in financial management units, providing a full range of financial services to other operational units they are assigned to support. This includes banking and dispersing operations, military pay assistance, and accounting and cost management. As they approach mid-career, financial management officers are afforded graduate educational opportunities to deepen their finance and budgeting expertise, preparing them to plan, program, and execute the Army's vast and complex budget. Financial management officers possess a special blend of skills, knowledge, and behaviors. Their unique talents help them to succeed in any mission.
Domain-specific education.
Many financial management officers possess degrees in accounting, finance, economics, and information systems. While these are critical, the branch seeks expertise in other areas as well.
My undergraduate education has certainly helped me as a financial management officer because I had those basic rules of accounting.
Knowing that I had a firm foundation in accounting and financial management made learning those things in the Army context that much easier.
Having a accounting or business background definitely helps you in the finance branch, but really at the end of the day, you are an officer and you are a leader and manager of resources and soldiers.
Logical, analytical.
Financial management officers routinely decide how best to employ the Army's financial resources. Masters of solving complex problems, they maximize the value of every dollar, particularly during periods of fiscal austerity.
It's important for a financial manager to be a logical and analytical thinker.
If you have kind of that logical, analytical understanding, then it's easier to think about the impacts that a decision involving money, the use of money as a resource, is going to have on the organization.
As a financial manager, first-order effects are never going to surprise you. It's always the second and third-order effects.
Process disciplined.
Financial management officers diligently abide by established procedures that are designed to ensure accuracy and effectiveness, particularly as they track how the Army executes its budget.
Finance officers and what we do operationally are governed by regulations, by law, by appropriations passed into law by Congress to spend the taxpayer dollar.
We are often working with very large amounts of money, and you have to be able to account for that money down to a penny.
So if you don't have good process, it's very easy to lose accountability.
We have that responsibility to be accurate all the time.
Detail-focused.
Financial management officers are thorough and perceptive. Their precision in operating the Army's budget ensures the strictest accountability and accuracy in all financial matters.
It is very important for finance officers to be detail-focused because we are accountable for every single penny of sometimes, $9, $10 million.
Financial management officers are held to a standard of strict accountability, and we're pecuniarily liable for every payment we make.
That requires quite a bit of focus to detail to make sure that all of the requirements, whether it's regulatory or legal, have been accomplished before you actually commit, a US dollar.
Anything but complete precision is just unacceptable in our branch.
It's that attention to detail that makes the difference.
Communicator.
Financial management officers are precise, efficient, and compelling communicators, whether providing sound advice to commanders or interacting with their primary customers, soldiers and civilians alike.
I think the financial manager's ability to be an effective written and an oral communicator is extremely important.
You have to have good communication skills because you have to be able to understand the audience you're talking to and then effectively convey your commander's intent.
So you communicate with the commander, tell him or her what you could do for them. You communicate with soldiers, our customers, our daily customers, to help them solve their finance issues.
As a finance officer in a command position, it's important to communicate because you're leading soldiers.
Project manager.
Financial management officers routinely develop tasks and work processes, identify and delegate responsibilities, and lead their teams to desired outcomes.
We had to figure out the best way to use our resources to meet the needs of customers, soldiers, units, commanders, and individuals.
It's our job to do our mission analysis, to look at the problem, to look at the capability that he or she needs, and to figure out a legal, proper, and correct way to do that.
The important thing is to think of how can I most effectively employ my limited resources of my finance detachments to meet the needs of my customer, which in the case is a BCT commander and all of his soldiers.
I went to school at the United States Military Academy.
I went to the University of Notre Dame.
I went to school at the University of Maine.
I majored in finance and business economics.
I majored in accounting.
I majored in engineering management.
As a lieutenant and as a captain, you're oftentimes placed with direct responsibility for dispersing U.S. taxpayer dollars.
You are there to fill a role that no one else in that command has the skill sets to do, and that's manage the commander's money.
When I was assigned as a second lieutenant in Vicenza, Italy, I was immediately given responsibility of the cash operation there. So I became a bank manager at the age of 22.
There's a big focus on customer service, whether it is the soldiers, whether it is other commanders, whether it is contractors or other individuals that you have to work with.
It's a rucksack full of cash on the battlefield, and what do we need to buy? How much is it going to cost? And how do we get the money where it needs to be?
You get such a variety of personalities and varieties of just how people view problems and situations. So it's very unique and it's very rewarding.
You're exposed to senior leaders at a very early stage in your career.
The experience as a finance officer, thinking like an economist in many cases, brings a new perspective to solving the problem.
The traits you learn in finance and being a financial management officer will serve you very well in your future.
We're a very small branch. We're like a family.